Hello and welcome. I hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today, where we are going to combine two of my favorite things, creating and poetry. And so what we are going to do today is make a bookmark. And to decorate the bookmark, I have created this page with a poem and a quote from Edgar Allan Poe. And so quickly, we're going to cut these out, put them on the cardstock, decorate them with some stickers, and create that bookmark. So let's get going. And these are some of the things you might need: the ruler, scissors, stickers or something else to decorate your bookmark with, cardstock. And I like using cardstock because it's more durable than just the plain paper. And then either pens or markers that you can write out a quote or poetry out with, or print up some pictures, some quotes, and some poetry. So let's quickly get this cut out. One done, and just a little bit of this one left to cut. And if you want to be more exact with your edges, you can use a paper cutter. So if you're wondering what the poem I chose to use was, it is Alone by Edgar Allan Poe. And the quote is a quote from The Fall of the House of Usher. So I've cut down the cardstock, and before I cut it to its final size, I'm going to glue the poem to one side and then the quote to the other. So if you want, and you are able to, you can also just laminate the pages when you're done. And then that takes away some of the need to be extra careful with your gluing. While you're making yours, if you would like to use glitter or anything like that, you certainly can. I thought we'd do this today just as a quick, creative way to celebrate Poetry Month. Kind of getting to the end of that month. I hope you've enjoyed our poems that we've been doing. Okay, so I've got that glued on, and now I'm just going to cut off that bottom piece. Last year I got this package of Edgar Allan Poe stickers, and I really like it, but I haven't had an opportunity to use them yet. So I'm just going to see what we can fit on there. That side could take a bigger one. Let's see. I could do that on the bottom. I'm not sure I want a quote from the Raven on the bottom of... I really kind of wanted something like that, but that is just a little too big. So let's go through a few more of these. Ooh, I think I'm going to like that one on that side. And all you need to do here is just line them up and see how they look. They're all just a little too big for that size. Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to use that one, but as you can see, the edges are just a little too... Oh, no, I think it's going to fit. So let's... And I want to try to line it up so I get it on there fairly straight. There we are. So we just have this side left. That one seems just a little too small to fill that space. Maybe what we should do is just do one of the Poe stickers. I think I'm gonna go with that. So we're going to put this sticker on. And you can eyeball it or you can measure it so that's spaced properly. There we go. And I think I'm going to laminate it, so I will be right back. That will give it just a little more durability, and I've got this self-laminating sheet. So just line that up. Remove the yellow strip. I'm going to move it out just a little so I can have a little bit of an edge to trim. Got to try to be careful when you do this. Sometimes it bubbles up. I think we're pretty good though. I did get a couple bubbles. We can smooth those out. So I did successfully get rid of most of the bubbles. There's just a little bit of a crease. But if you get a crease, you can just do that and that'll smooth them out. And there is my bookmark that I made with some Poe poetry. I hope that you will give this project a try, and it doesn't have to be poetry. It can be anything you want to put on it. Just be as creative as you want. So thank you for joining me. We'll be back next week when we have our book review early in the week. We've got our final poem for Poetry Month 2025, and then we have Explore and Create. I hope that you'll join me for that. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you have a really great weekend, and we'll see you again